So Planes was so well put. It's such a cute movie. Tell us a little bit about what you did for Planes.
Well, I was one of 8 to 9 story artists. So it's my responsibility as a story artist to take the script and convert it into a visual template for the rest of the movie. So something that every department after us follows. Part of that responsibility is making sure that the story works. Because just because it works in the script doesn't necessarily mean that it works visually. And we're constantly changing things and moving things around and trying to get the story right. So it's an evolutionary process.
And what are some tips or elements to storyboarding?
Oh, trying to be as expressive as possible. The thing with storyboards is that you do so many drawings, and on this movie, you can be looking at as many as 40,000 drawings just to get this movie right as far as story is concerned. So you have to be fast. So it's not so much that the drawings are clean or pretty, it's that they're clear. So you want to be clear with expressions, with emotions and staging. So it's a large combination of things.
And during this whole process, who do you work with the closest to making everything possible?
I think 2 people, our head of story, Dan Abraham, and then obviously our director, Clay Hall. So the 2 of them, we want to make sure that we get, especially Clay Hall's vision, up on screen.
What references did you use for Talking Airplanes?
Well, thankfully we had films like Cars, and we had John Lasseter's guidance in that, and making sure that we stayed true to his world, because after all, this is his sandbox, and access to the internet, trips to airports, and research trips, and looking at planes from different angles, and trying our best to get as much as we could out of something that normally obviously doesn't talk. So
You're Hispanic yourself, right?
I am.
And how did you feel about having Chupacabra in the film?
Very proud. Very proud. I was fortunate enough that with my position, it's an early position, so I got to work very closely with Jeff Howard, the writer, to make sure that El Chupacabra felt and sounded authentic, both in what he said and how he acted and behaved.